All right, so welcome to another SportGlobe YouTube blog. I want to talk today about the most upsetting thing it's across the Caribbean too. Which is the qualification for the Caribbean teams to the 2026 World Cup, which should be held definitely in our backyard here, in our region, in the CONCACAF region. So the CONCACAF region are going to be the host for the 2026 World Cup, US, Canada, Mexico. Right, so we are well supported and we want to be represented. We want it to be well represented. And it seems as if it's going to be no such thing will happen because we are on the brink of total elimination from the two Caribbean teams that we wanted to qualify, which is Jamaica and Trinidad. So let me just welcome my partner, Rudy. Welcome, Rudy. Good to see you.
Yes, man. Good to see you, man. I see you outside enjoying
Yeah,
the,
enjoying a little bit of
the
the weather
weather
before it start getting
because
cold.
yeah, man. Because it's not that cold outside. You know me, I'm a hot and chill, but it's
Yeah,
not that cold outside today. I tell you right now. But certainly, you said it well. Disappointing at this junction. Not only for Jamaica but for us Caribbeanized people, who certainly would support Jamaica from whatever country, whatever island or country you're from. Certainly that would have been good for that to happen. Um, Definitely, it's not the end. There is chances still, but you go ahead and let me get your point of view on what you see in the game, and then I won't tell you my point of view.
yeah. Well, let me tell you. Overall, I would have loved to see. I know from the zone that we were playing, Trinidad and Jamaica was in that zone. I wanted to see Trinidad and Jamaica qualify. So even if one of the teams was going to go to the playoffs and one would have win the zone, and take the automatic qualifying spot, I wanted us to be able to get a good shot at both opportunities for both teams to go through. Because as I say, it's a CONCACAF thing right now. We
Yeah,
should
yeah.
be there. We should
We
really
should be
be
there.
there.
Yeah, we should be there. Yeah.
But there's a bigger discussion though in terms of Jamaica qualifying. I know Trinidad, dropped out. Jamaica drew the game with them, and then, they totally drop out of the whole thing. So that's all right. So we lose that. But now comes to Jamaica. Needed to win their game. Needed to win, all of the games. Jamaica is the top ranked team in this group. We thought that it would have been an easy path for Jamaica. Obviously, it wasn't as easy as we think. A lot of people after the game on Tuesday, a lot of people, the coach resigned. But I don't even know if the resignation of the coach is the real thing or the real reason why the team failed. I don't even know if it's a coach's problem, a player's problem, an administrative problem. We need to take a real stock at the football in the region, and especially Jamaica, who is highly ranked into the region in where international football is concerned. Lot of international players they have on the team. Lot of money they spend to pay this coach. Lot of money they paid to get the supporting staff for the coach. Lot of money was doled out, in terms of where Jamaica is concerned in trying to get this team over the easiest bump that they have. 1997 when they qualified for the 98 World Cup, it was a harder road to travel, right? With less money, way less money, right? Way less experienced players. It was way less, but we made it, right, through a rougher road. This time the road was easier. We have better players, way more experienced players, well-paid players, well-conditioned players. We had more supporting team. We had so much technical people supporting the team this time around that was paid, right? But yet still the task just seems so hard. So I'm really questioning where Jamaica football is concerned right now. What is it that needs to be done? Is it that the players just, because for me, I don't even want to point to one aspect of the game or one player or one person or one anything at all. It has to be a multitude of things because it doesn't seem like we wanted to get there. When you look at the players sometimes. The level to which they play at based on when you look at them playing in their different clubs and the effort that they give to the different clubs that they play for. I don't see nothing compared to the effort that they put into trying to qualify this team to get there and all of the matches that they played. right? There was no big effort. It was like, oh, it's another day, right? So I don't know. I won't even bring it down to the last match up against Curaçao because it wasn't there. I think that we should have won the match when we went to Curaçao, right? We should have beaten Trinidad when we got the time to beat Trinidad, and that kind of thing. So a lot of things should have happened. We shouldn't have come home to Jamaica trying to win the game because that was already dead. There's no way we was going to get past Curaçao when Curaçao was already on top. They already seen the open door. Coming to draw the match in Jamaica was the easiest task for them. Would have been the most difficult for us, but we wait until the last minute. So we need to question ourselves overall. What is it that we really want to play international football? We really want to get to the World Cup, these World Cups, and we need to look into the region as well in terms of the football development and that kind of thing. Because I don't think we have football development in any kind of way. We're just playing football, that's it. So that's my little 2 cents on it, Rudy. I don't know where we're going with the football at all because we're not making any sense.
Listen, man. Certainly, um, listen. There's a lot to say. You know, it was a big disappointment watching the game. The game itself is a difficult game. I played football, um, not to the level that these guys are playing. I played club football, and I played school football, but not to that level. So this is just my opinion based on how I see the game, and I didn't see professionals playing. I see the game more like an amateur game. I didn't see these guys and they're playing the game like they are hungry and they want to win. One, we shouldn't be in this position. They're a game they should have won a long time before getting there to be fighting for something. And understand too with strategy and game, Crusoe don't need to win; they need to draw. So all they're doing is making sure that they don't score. It wasn't them trying to score. They're trying to draw the game. They draw, they go on. They lose, they have to fight another day. And that's what that put Jamaica in the position where they have to fight another day. No, the pathway is still there. It's not hard. I see the playing. I don't even see. You could remember the name of the country they're playing. Now, no, it's a home game away from home because it's in Mexico.
Yeah.
So it's a home game away from home. Um, how serious are you? Are we questioning now that players are more focused on money for clubs or playing for pride for country? And I say that in the sense where we've seen these players the way they play for the club. And now they come now for country and we see a different style of playing, a different um, attitude towards the game. Is it a question that we ask that it is time for these guys to be together more when it comes to something as World Cup? And that's the challenge part because they play for a club, they don't get to train and do a lot. 2, 3 days, 10 days is not enough to really understand players, to really understand a pass, to really understand certain things, right? I think, and it's just how it is. It's not they're not the only country. Other country does it, but there are other countries who look at Haiti. Haiti, of all countries, Haiti is there. And we've seen the devastation of a country like that. We have seen the issue with the government in that part of the world. We have seen the issue with the things that they have to deal with in Haiti, and Haiti made it in. In the Caribbean, Haiti is probably the maybe the poorest or in terms of devastation, in terms of what happened in the Caribbean region.
Yeah.
Is Haiti, and they are in the World Cup.
Yeah.
Right? And we've seen other countries like Iran and those other countries who has issues. You see, we hear about wars, we hear about all these things in those parts of the world. They are in the World Cup. We don't have that in our region. We don't have wars. Jamaica comes so far. The Reggae Boys came so far from the last time they make it to the World Cup to where they are now. You know,
Years.
and for them to get there now and not hungry for it, they didn't play like they wanted. The ball was in the air so many times. Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
It's like a boom, 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 boom kind of football. It's like just going on the field and just running around and playing. That's the kind of game. There was no strategy, and I think you have a club a country that came in with a strategy,
Yeah.
and you have another one who didn't have the strategy. They feel that they had it in bag. They played at home, and it was easy. And by the time they realized that, it was too late. They had to fight another day, and it's not easy because you have to win one and then win the next one. It's not easy for them because they might end up playing Suriname. Richard, we see that there's a lot of questioning about that game in terms of if the athletes really want this, if the football players really want this,
Yeah.
and there's a hunger to make it in because for football players, the biggest stage for them is the World Cup. Win,
Yeah.
lose, draw, or tie. That's the biggest stage for you, just being a part of it. It's such a big thing for your country.
Mm-hmm.
And how big it was that when Jamaica made it in the first time, man, it was a big thing for all of us in the Caribbean and the region. Jamaica had too many chances not to be in the World Cup and putting themselves in a situation
Yeah.
where the winner go home, loser go home. So I see this thing now is a question in asking: is the players about money or about or about culture?
Yeah.
You understand? Because when they play for the club, they play like superstars.
Yeah.
But when they come and play for the country, it's better you get local players. Because if Jamaica gets some of the local players, they
Yeah.
would have win that game. You understand? So you have a country that come in with a strategy where they know they have to tie. They don't have to win the game.
No.
They have to tie. So they play with a strategy of tying the game.
Yeah.
Tie and move on. Lose, I go home. It's a tie or win for them. So that is strategy. And the combat city ball was kicking all over the place. It
Mm.
seemed like there was only two players that really was hungry, and it's the two players that come out from the bench.
Yeah.
It's the only
Yeah.
two players that was really hungry to play the game.
Yeah.
So it is not coach don't need to resign. Yeah, the coach is really not playing. I understand the game. Not really much plays. You're not really running much plays, right?
Yeah.
Like basketball, like you want to play, and football, you want to play. In soccer, you don't really want to play
No.
unless it's a spot kick. So coach want to come and resign. He probably was, this is disappointing with the players, which I show you is, but not resign. Man, that shows a weakness in you as a coach. You still have a chance.
Yeah.
Don't give up on these guys and them right now. Don't quit now because there's an old principle of mine
Yeah.
in primary school, and he always said, "Goals win matches."
Yeah.
It doesn't matter who playing, as long as you score a goal, as
If
long
you
as you score, you win. As simple as that.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter who's on the field. So certainly, I think that was a bad move from that coach want to step down in a time when the team really needs you still because you are putting there for a job and
But
it's
but
not
here the
done.
but here the question though, Rudy. Here the question. Because the coach stepping down is one thing, right? Because even from a lot of what that I've seen and a lot of comments that I've watched, a lot of people in terms of what they say, in terms of a lot of the experts and the question that they're asking, if it is that he resigned by will or he was asked to resign and he was given the message to just read out and say, well, hey, this is what it is. Because everybody is saying that it was really quick, that he was really able to write that. Did he have it pre-prepared that, hey, if him lose the game, he's just going to,
But I think,
or is it
but
that he,
I think it comes from a point where Jamaica Football Association was disappointed, and I think they made a move like that was make hasty. And I don't think there was rational about it. Like I said, it was too quick. I'm not saying one should step down. I'm not saying that, but the season is not done. They
Yeah.
still have a chance. They still have an opportunity still. Now when you create new things, and now you got a new coaches now, and I'm staying for the next 2 games because I believe they will win and then win again. I am not giving up on them. They are
Yeah.
hopeful for the Caribbean. So for the next 2 games, you bring in a new coach.
Well,
And listen, I say something. When it comes to things like playing for your country, it's
yeah.
tough. It's really hard. Country cannot get the players how they want to have them. You need these guys them to be together for at least 3 months to really know each other, to play with each other. They play for different clubs in different countries. Some of them is home playing for local clubs and so forth. It is really tough and challenging. There are some countries that play in the country. So they're always there. Even though they play for a different club, they are in the country. So it's easy to get them together and form a team and practice together. It's tough when one is in England, one is in Germany, one is in Russia, one is here, and trying to get all them together in one place at one time for 10 days to train for a game is really challenging.
It's always going to
Um,
be tough.
those smaller countries, they can.
Rudy, it sound like you're muted. Sound like you're muted, Rudy.
Yeah, you hear me?
Yeah. You good now?
Yeah, so it's not much of them that playing on the big stage. When you look at them small countries, right? We go back to Haiti. I was saying about Haiti. Haiti is in the World Cup.
Yeah.
Haiti is one of the poorest countries that connected in the Caribbean. The poorest in the Caribbean, and Haiti is in the World Cup.
So
So
here the thing now, Rudy.
yeah,
I've seen where this Friday, like today, Friday, November. Today's what date? November 22nd,
21st, 21st.
21st. Right. So they are going to be announcing the new coach today already. Right. So that's why I'm questioning whether or not it's a pre-planned thing.
I think I listen. I think it comes from a place of. I don't think it's pre-planned in my views. I think it comes in a place of disappointment for Football Jamaica or Sports Jamaica, and they were so disappointed in terms of what they're hearing from the fans.
Yeah.
And I think that's really what it is. I think they move hastily in terms of making a move like that.
Hmm.
Now, yes, you bring in a new coach. You do have December, January, February, then March. 3 months, basically. I'm not even counting March. 3 months with the holidays to put this team together. So you're not even counting the Christmas holidays and so forth. So I'm saying you're going from January, February to get ready for March. And I think it was a hasty move. I think it's a move of disappointment of the results, and they say it's time to go. That's my take.
Maybe maybe it is in a rule that they're going to be using one of the coaches that is already there. Right?
Yes, but it's a mind thing. It's not only because they're there already. It's a mind thing now because that coach now always could have his own ways and waiting for his opportunity now, his own views. When these guys them train for so long under one strategy, one move now, you give them 2 months now to change the strategy. And yes, the coach might come and say, let us continue on, but how can you continue on the same pathway that didn't work?
Yeah.
Because Jamaica should have never been in that position.
No,
Jamaica had opportunity. Trinidad, even though we love the Trinidad, I love Trinidad. They should have been Trinidad.
yeah.
They should have never been in that position.
Should never.
Never been.
First Trinidad.
And now, let's say they win the first game. Hopefully, they might end up playing Suriname.
Of course.
And Suriname is a really good team.
Suriname is a very good team.
So
Right?
the pathway is not dead on arrival, but the pathway could be challenged.
Yeah. My final take on it, Rudy, is that I don't because I've watched a lot. But one of the things I might find out is that administration, coaches, players, everybody need to get together, right? Because Jamaica, as it is right now, we don't have a football plan. There's no plan for football in Jamaica. It's not a
Yeah,
national
yeah,
football. Everybody they just always just wake up one day and say, "Oh, we're going to World Cup." There's no
yeah,
plan. President need to take a stock of the whatever is
yeah,
administrative, right? Them need to develop a national plan. We don't have all the money in the world. We don't have money like those first world countries. So we have to develop a strategic plan
yeah.
in Jamaica. Right here, talk about how do you build a national that you build a national team. You can't just going around every single World Cup qualification time. You're going around and look around England or across the world and say, who have Jamaican parentage? And just run it, just bring all
And
of them.
let's run it like that, and just bring all of them come. Yeah,
It
yeah.
needs to be, you know, okay. So we have a lot of players out there that have connections with parents. I feel
Yeah, 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 definitely. Great grandparents and so forth. And so forth. That's how a lot of players come on because of the great grandmother or the great grandfather, especially the grandfather part. More is being in the male, the great grandfather was a Jamaican or was a Grenadian, was from Trinidad, was from Barbados. So they get the connection that way.
Rudy, that's okay to have that, you know. That's
Yeah, no, definitely, definitely.
what I'm saying, Rudy. Is that what you need to do? You need to set up. All right, we're going to miss the World Cup 2026. Okay, we'll miss it. No, we need to sit down, put a plan together. Look for all these players out there in the world. Bring them.
Mm-hmm.
Start. It's going to take some money. It's going to take some money. It's going to take some.
There's some investment.
Have them
Yeah.
together from now. Good, a good crop of players that you're playing. There's going to be interchanges in between. Get injured, people get older, people, whatever.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
A plan. There's a plan, a strategy. This is your team. Every single World Cup year. Because now, them find this coach ago. Give him the star 60. For me, though, I think a coach is caliber should be able to do this thing even in 3 months or whatever. It doesn't take these experienced coaches to assemble a couple of players together and get good results in it. It doesn't.
But the problem is always getting them together. They have they and that's what I'm saying. You gotta find players who have to who, in a position. You have guys who in the club, but the club tell them that they're not going. They're not going, and so it's a challenge. And certain places, but you need to find players who really want to play. I just think that's what it is. From that last game, these guys didn't play like they want to play. These guys didn't play hungry.
That situation is a Jamaica thing
Yeah,
alone. Curaçao
yeah,
situation too. Trinidad
yeah.
situation too.
Everybody,
Even
everybody.
situation that players will never ever come together because them play for them club.
They play for the club.
There's not, but there. If you have a plan, then you can.
Yeah, yeah.
That's my final take on it. You know, we
Yeah, definitely. That's my take on it. Yeah, we love the sport and we love to see us move. And for Jamaica, Reggae Boys being the let me say the best football club in the Caribbean. Certainly, we should have been better because the rest of the island is looking at you. Is looking at you to better the team. They're calling up. They're asking questions. They're asking, how do I? What can we do? How can we do? There, islands in the Caribbean or countries in the Caribbean are looking at Jamaica for them to build their program. And if your program is flat as you being the best, you are the role model now. And if you're not there, it's a disappointment for football in the Caribbean region.
and that's it. You know,
Yeah,
so we're there. We need to derive a plan. We need to have a plan. And if Jamaica have a plan, we can always pull up the rest of the Caribbean region.
definitely,
I don't
definitely.
whether or not Jamaica is going to qualify. Very doubtful to me. I don't even see them getting anywhere. I don't even think them should.
I'm not giving up on them. I'm not giving up on them. Like I never give up on the West Indies. I never give up on the West Indies, but I never give up on Jamaica. And I'm gonna give up on them. But there is a pathway, but it's more challenging. I'm not saying no that I'm gonna make it or yes. There is a pathway, but it's more challenging. There is a way for the World Cup, but it's a bit more challenging and it's a must win. There is no tomorrow. Win, move on, lose, go home.
Rudy,
Simple.
is the only pathway to playing sports in the world these days. Is one
Yeah.
way.
It's one way.
When
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
you have a plan, right?
yeah,
You must go by the plan. You can't
yeah.
try to assemble things. The West Indies is the same thing.
Not only that too, because now you ask the
Same
question:
for
how many friendly games they could get before that? That's another thing. Would they have any friendly games before that
Rudy.
game?
The plan have to be that you have to be able to put the money into the thing. And that's
Into
what
the thing, yeah,
you're ability to
yeah.
invest in the thing, don't bother with it.
No matter, yeah, man.
you have to put the money in it. You have to be
Yeah.
invested into youngsters. If you're not
Invested
invested
into it.
in youngsters, why you even bother? I don't even know why them even try to go to the World Cup when them don't want to spend the money into the thing.
They don't want to spend the
Why
money. Yeah.
try to play West Indies cricket when them don't want to spend money into the thing?
Certainly.
That's my take on the thing. If you don't want to put the
Yeah.
money into it, forget about just
Right.
playing local football and just do that. Right?
Mm-hmm.
That's why you say you can
Yeah.
afford to do that. Forget about the
You got to do is play local football. Yeah, you're right. You're right. All
that's
let
it.
them
You
just,
don't
yeah.
want to put the money into it.
Yeah. And listen,
Put money out.
and another thing for me, and I know a lot of people are thinking the same thing. As these players, if you don't want to play, don't come.
That's
If you're
it.
not serious, don't come.
That's it. Don't waste
If
people
you
time.
come if you come in just to feel like yeah, you play for Manchester United and they play for Arsenal and they play for this and you want to come, don't come. If you're not coming and play with the same
That's it.
attitude that you
I'm
play with
wasting
your club,
time.
don't come. Let somebody else get a chance.
Yeah.
Let somebody else get a chance. Don't come. Don't come and think
So,
you're a superstar because you play for these top tier teams and them
so,
and they come in and nothing happens. Don't come.
so this is my message,
Yeah.
Rudy. My message is that the JFF need to give back all of the pieces of fans who spend them hard-earned money come to the game, fully well knowing that all they did was to make their money, but the fans didn't get anything in return.
No, yeah.
That's all that
And
is.
again,
Set up the thing
listen,
so that
listen,
pick
Richard,
up the
Richard, hear me.
game, make them money, and
And
fans
I
don't
get
get
you.
nothing in
And I
return.
get you on this. My last point. I get you on what you're just saying. Listen, if both teams play hard, we understand it's a qualifying game. I don't expect the other team to not to come and play hard. Just that to me, Team Jamaica did not play their best football in the game that will get them to the World Cup. Period.
Fans need to get back their money.
Yeah, man. And even fans who watch it on TV need to give back some money too.
Yeah,
Everybody.
man. All
All
right,
right.
so that's our take. That's our take on it. Rudy and myself. That's a Sports Globe take on the Jamaica qualification to the 2020 World Cup. So we just want to invite you friends to remember to like, share, and leave us your comments. This is our own opinion. What's your opinion? Tell us what you think. Right? Tell us what you think about the regional football. What you think about Jamaica's qualification opportunity. Tell us what you think. Do you think fans should get back their money from the Jamaica game, the last game? Tell us what you think. You think we have a team? You think we have a whatever? But let us know. So like, share, and leave your comment. And remember, just go look for Sports Globe wherever it is, wherever you are. And remember, Sports Globe. That's all that matters. Rudy, blessings.
All right.